use it.
I do not.
Yeah, then do it. If I had eternal assist, I'm gonna do every single intro. I'll show you. Hey guys, welcome back.
I love you, please, no.
You guys, welcome back to the Unicorn. We've been on the break for
6 months?
it was 6 months.
It was 6 months.
Quarantine was April.
But we do some quarantine stuff.
Yeah, but in like April, we do like in May, June, so it's 6 months.
Okay, guys, so we've been on a break for a few months.
You wait, yeah, too long.
Right. So, how are you guys doing? I'm here with Olivia and Sadiq.
Hello.
Everybody is still very sedated because we apparently have lost our mojo, but we'll get it back, guys. We'll get it back.
Every time you come out, Rose be like, "Where's the energy?
Where is the
energy?" All right, hey guys, all right, resident lesbian here. Alright, so what's the topic for today, Raven?
So we're going to be talking about the thing that's been trending around the world, from the Pope to the Prime Minister.
the SSU?
It was directly at our Prime Minister, I thought it was like
No, but the Pope spoke about it, and then Mia spoke about it before, and then a week later the Pope
came out
and said same-sex civil unions.
Yes.
So
SSU or just SSU?
let's not give it an acronym or an abbreviation. Let's just call it same-sex civil union.
But it makes things so much easier.
No, because
that's a
SSU, I'm thinking about sanitation.
He said it earlier, right? I was like, what the fuck is SSU now?
I'm thinking about sanitation, so let's not give it an acronym.
Okay, sure, we'll stick to that.
Right, so what are same-sex civil unions?
Same-sex civil unions are when persons of the same sex are in a relationship and they benefit from the same rights as heterosexual people who are married, but they're not actually technically married. They just go and they sign a form acknowledging that they're in a relationship. It's like common law.
I would actually just say that because it sounded literally.
You get the common law benefits, but you don't get like the tax benefits and certain financial benefits that actual marriage will give you, just like inheritance and death. You don't get the good benefits, right? But you get the acknowledgement that this person could act on my behalf if I had to get in an accident.
Right, so the controversy that we've been getting here, because we'll insert some photos from the Christians, the nuisances, the faith-based organizations protesting the same-sex civil unions, and then there were some LGBT activists who actually went to the same protests and counter-protested, and that was She Barbados, and we're gonna put.
Dang it, last
Shut up.
Chase. So
Shut
I
up.
was reading it this morning. You're playing so.
I don't like Stephanie Chase.
I think
Stephanie Chase is a nuisance. She is a big nuisance.
Because she went from providing the content for other news articles on one platform to then turning it a bit into her opinion. I was like, if you're supposed to be representing news sources and you want to be a news page, be a fucking news page and don't get too fussed about what happened in your personal life.
Stephanie Chase is a hypocrite. Big time.
That's annoying.
So She Barbados and a few other independent activists went to counter protest I believe Saturday. They had placards and signs saying from the same Bible context. Some of them, the Christians are hypocrites and love your brother and blah blah blah, and without saying first stone, that kind of Christian thing I don't know anything about. So
you went to church?
Girl, I went to church about 15 and done with she and that and done with church and all that the Lord had to say. So yes. But it was a commendable thing that she and the activists did, going to counter protest in peace. And if I can get
in the sun,
in the hot, virgin, blasting sun,
I will get the video that she had, because I saw on their Instagram, the police told them not to engage with the Christian activists, but they had one Christian man that was actively harassing them, like in their face, putting on his mask and whatever, and the police did nothing to help the LGBT activists, as what the police normally do, nothing to help us.
It's about having a conversation with the government about the other 85 about 85.
You are being
No. You don't know what the definition is. Somebody's fooling you. You have misinformation. I don't care.
This is a public space though, sir. This guy is accosting us. This man is accosting us.
So we are asking for a conversation for the government between the church.
The police is this guy's accosting us. We keep moving backwards. The police told us not to interact, but this man is up here calling us clueless, yelling.
However, and we're moving towards sensitivity training, and we have with the help of partnership with EK, there's a Eastern Caribbean organization, LGBT women, everything focused into intersectionality, guys. Let's put it here. What the fuck? So the training manual will be used to sensitize private, public, schools, whoever. So we'll be telling you about that to the intercom, and then
Hopefully it comes along well.
yeah, you can email =Barbados, info@Barbados, and they can give you more information on it. Or you can email Butterfly, that's me, that's all of us, and we can also give you information on that specifically. Now, my thing with the protests, I don't give a fuck about the Christians and what they got to say, because there was also a voice note circulating, was it 3 minutes and 30 seconds long, where the
Was
guy,
it the same one that you sent?
yes, the man saying that it's not the role of the government to provide a moral compass for its citizens.
That's rich coming from Christians.
I don't know if it was a Christian man saying it, but
But there's a thing called separation of state and church for a reason.
yeah, and people don't know that Barbados is not a theocracy ran.
What's interesting, I was doing
Country,
some
yeah.
market research.
Theocracy is a church, theology,
Right.
everything Christian.
Actually,
Oh.
I was doing market research this week, and only 70% of the population of Barbados identify as Christian. So despite the fact that this get on social media and want to talk about Barbados as a Christian country, only
It's not.
7% of the population actually identify as Christian. And an even lower amount of those persons actually go to church every Sunday.
Yeah. Like, even though Bayesians like say, oh, I'm a Christian, the usual shit is like, I'd be a Christian on this week, on this month.
Basically, it's Christians. Because a lot of them do a lot of things. When they're fucking and sucking and then ain't married. When doing adultery, when they're lying, thieving, stealing, all the things like the 10 Commandments, to do that.
And
the
the
Lord gave
ignorant as well,
y'all.
because they don't understand the origins of Christianity. Christianity was created by Constantine to create a Roman Catholic Church so he can control his empire. He wasn't even a Christian. He just wanted to control his whole empire, and he was like, you know what? If everybody believed in the same religion, that's the easiest way for me to control my whole empire. And that's how the Roman Catholic Church started, and then Christianity branched off from that. But when I don't know a fucking history, I want to come and tell me about Riffle cunt.
Girl, you know, like Kyle was like, hey, like, what's this she talking about? Like,
They
I had no
most
idea.
Christians do not know their history. The one-way homosexuality was a problem in the Christian church. It wasn't a problem until they went to war. I realized that, you know what, we need y'all to save the seed. No more bullying. We want little young soldiers. We need Christian soldiers. So when the God go and get married early, breed the women,
Wait.
and that's it.
Wait, Olivia, please don't actually in Jesus Christ.
Well.
No.
And this amendment to talk about this Solomon and Gomorrah. Solomon and Gomorrah was a problem not for the gayness, it's because grown-ass men was sleeping with little children. Jesus and God didn't get too fucked if everybody fucking around with one another. But God probably if you want to fuck the children. Like, but one don't know the history. And that's the problem. Oh, if they go to church and I know the history better than one of them. Anyways. Oof. I digress. That was the living rhyme. That was the living rhyme for the episode.
Yikes.
Yeah, but they don't know their history. And then they want to come and tell you this about oh, you shouldn't do this because the Bible say that. But the Bible also say you're supposed to talk to women when they're on the period. The Bible say you're supposed to.
Really?
Yes, when you on your period, you're supposed to go and sit down
See,
on the bed
this
for
just shows
this
how
7 minutes
selective
and
they are.
wear black. And also the Bible says that if like you and your boyfriend had a breakup right now and he had to die, you supposed to go and marry his brother.
What?
People don't
Girl,
know all that
no,
shit that in the
definitely not
Bible.
my
I know it's
boyfriend.
also
Look at
interesting,
this.
but the Bible also is missing a lot of books because what Constantine did is he brought all the different religious people together and picked the books he wanted to go into the Bible so he could best control people. There are a lot of books that are not in the Bible. Like the whole point between Jesus when he was born to when he was 30 missing. But then when you actually find out about those books, Jesus was a motherfucking rebel. The man was a rebel. And it shows in the New Testament when the man went into the temple and fuck up everything. But Christians just want to pick and choose what they want.
They're very
That is true.
They're
They
selective
pick
as hell.
how they want to blame and burn you.
And they also fail to forget that white people, the colonizers, use the Bible to control them. How it is God supposed to be ever loving, but if you don't worship him, he swallow a man by your will? What would he fuck?
And then
Adam and Eve were created, had 2 sons, really fucked the rest of the population apart from.
I mean, that's true.
Like, when it's so fucking stupid. I don't like people like
I
that.
didn't think it was gonna get here so quickly. Wow.
But you understand what I mean, right?
This
People thinking that
real
choosing what they
fucking
want
clear.
to the Bible to come, I wave it in my face. Fuck when I fuck that. That's the way I feel about it. I want to be able to get married so that if I have children and something happened to me, my partner has the legal rights. I want to, if I get married and I want to have a mortgage, I ain't gonna go in there by myself or my partner ain't gonna go by themselves and then we can be equal. I want tax benefits too, but I paying, right now my tax bracket, I don't really want to talk about that. I paying taxes, I want benefits from it. I could legally change my name if I want to, although I want it's my last name now, so I don't know if I want to change. I want the same benefits as well. I ain't capable of getting married in the church. Quite frankly, I could get married on the beach and be happy barefoot. Barefoot and naked. but when all of this we want y'all get married in church, y'all know you can walk in the court and get married, right? Fuck when I'm in the church.
Yeah, so my thing is like I think the same-sex civil union is a bit of a double-edged sword because some people actually want to get married and have all the benefits that straight heterosexual people can have. Some people are just, oh, I'm thankful for whatever you give me.
They're just
Colonizing syndrome, like you're still
they're
colonized.
just happy to be acknowledged.
Yeah, to get something.
You still don't come. You have rights.
You getting 20% of something. Everybody else has 100%.
But yeah, you still paying the same amount as well.
Yeah.
Because you
So
still
it is a
paying
bit of a
taxes, you still got all the
disadvantage.
benefits except for, not all the benefits, but you still got all the expenses at you, but you're not getting the full thing.
benefits, yeah, true.
It's a disadvantage, and that's the things that people don't want to talk about. It was the same-sex civil union and what was he not saying? It was this whole big thing that caused this whole big strife. Like from Italian. They're denouncing the Queen as the monarch of Barbados.
I ain't got a problem with that.
Oh yeah.
So my thing is, let's play devil's advocate. Why now you want to denounce the Queen as the monarch? Why now? And then just for a loophole, throw in the same-sex marriage. So you're conflating the two and distracting from another.
Because as the country is seeking to increase its gross domestic produce, we can be constrained by the legal system of England that we still have. There are a lot of, like the court cases are set for fucking ever because we can't adapt our court system because we still underneath England. We've got trade agreements with England.
A man, I see it yesterday on YouTube, Nation News. A man now got off a 13-year rape case.
The policeman.
I don't know if he was a policeman, he was an old man. But the case got dismissed but they found him not guilty after 13 years going to court.
Yeah.
You know what, 13 years? Like 13 years for a rape case, God bless nobody touching you with a 10-foot pole. 13 years, God bless going to court, man, you're going for a police civil carrying her up in a rack. So, like,
not only that, think about if he didn't get off.
Ruined.
What about the like you talking about that? But the one with the policeman, that girl got raped when she was 16, and then that was 15 years ago. And she know after 15 years, God go back in court and tell the
relive that trauma.
And he talking about, oh, she threw herself on her. She's a fucking 16-year-old. She's a minor.
She is literally.
And 15 years later, he's still saying the same kind.
Yeah, but he's a police, so he thinks he's above the law. That's the problem. A lot of policemen have this power complex. because you know you execute the law, you're not
Is
the
you
law.
was telling me that
the
they
law.
dropped the minimum requirement from 4 CSCs to 3
Or 2.
or 2, which is a bunch of foolishness. Oh,
So
it
there's
is.
a lot more dumpsy police.
Oh, you smart enough to enforce the law with 2 CSCs?
And English ain't one of them.
Wait, pardon? What?
Unless you're
It's
telling me
only
that
2
when they
CXCs.
right, unless they're gonna say, well, when they're going now, they're
They're
gonna
gonna
sit
do a
down for
mandatory
6
English
months.
and
No, they're gonna spend 6 months before they get to go on the streets and wear a gun and then tell me what the law is. I can understand that, but then you asking people that got 2 CXCs to sit down for 6 months and study. I mean, everybody in the scene, some people may get through because they may have had a bad childhood, so they didn't get a chance to get all the CXCs. But the reality of it, the mass amount of those people are going to spend a 6-week course or a 4-week course down at Paragon, and then going to be out on the streets with a gun on their hip doing a bunch of that.
My thing is, especially how Barbados in particular in the Caribbean is the boast of the high literacy rate. It is so high in literacy. Why are so many primary school children defaulting to bursaries?
Not just
Or
that. Just say one look
or
at
stopping down
what
to
they
do
call it,
another
point
year.
and TBC comments, and you know that the literacy rate real low.
Real bad.
Oh my god, like anytime I go in the comments, I actually had to stop because I remember the time I literally had a headache trying to read. They don't use commas, they don't use
Yeah, it's very confusing.
They don't use
stop
punctuation
decisions,
marks at all.
Exactly. And I can understand being as somebody who's dyslexic, I can understand being dyslexic, but someone is just fucking stupid. Because I don't.
Like honestly, it's a bit hard trying
To
to
read
navigate comments on like, or even in a basic email, like you sending an email for work. Hi, my name is, I'm applying for X-ray position. There's nothing in it. Email address, CV, and thing in
That
total.
cheats, aunt.
Yeah, and
addresses
the email
are-
addresses are so unprofessional. This is a bit off topic, but anyhow, so unprofessional. So I don't know how the government is going to
Deal with this.
deal with this, and it's a lot of things, a lot of overlapping things: education, literacy, jobs, economic standing, and then the whole criminal system going into law legislation and how it benefits or does not benefit its citizens. So I'm very interested to see how Mia, the Prime Minister, Miss Motley, is going to take this going forward, because Barbados has been blacklisted by the World Bank, and
Well, a lot I had to do with her. She came into that shit
Yeah.
show.
who cares? They're talking about, oh, they're the best party to be in power, blah blah blah, and still doing a lot
So
of
you don't
shit.
take this new move that she's taken up by trying to have simply same-sex union is a good move, especially for the LGBTQ community.
Okay, no.
Why not?
Who LGBT person, group, or collective has she consulted with?
That's a very good question. She consult with anyone?
Not to my knowledge.
Not to your general knowledge.
She just put it out there.
And is okay, cool. With these things, you're supposed to have stakeholder buy-in. You making the decision for the LGBT community,
But you're
same-sex
not-
community. Who did you consult to allegedly?
You.
Who did she consult?
Giselle.
Oh my god.
The stakeholders versus individual buy-in, guys.
I get
Take
that.
note. So there's not been an email, there's not been a call, there's not been anything to collectively the LGBT working organizations in Barbados. She can't say she don't know any. She can't say that there's not a presence on social media.
Because there's
There's
multiple.
not a presence in the paper.
Google ads.
Anything to say that you don't know that there are LGBT organizations actively working for this.
Mm.
The inclusiveness, the human
I think it
rights.
has very little to do with Barbados and more to do with the same pass that she's given out. The
Yes,
long
it
pass.
is
Because
a
especially as
is a
she's
cop
pushing Barbados to be more on the international market and compete. There are certain major
She's trying
companies
to make Barbados more palatable to outside.
Exactly, and there are certain companies that
I have thought about that actually, though.
they want to pride like Volca pride themselves on their relationship with the LGBTQ community, and there are a lot of investors that obviously the head of the investors, they're gay or they have gay children and they're happy with that, but they might not want to come into a country where they will see as less than, especially if you're looking for the
And you
international
can-
dollars, and those people are going to be sending your employees here.
Easily
When they get
Google
here, knowing that they got the
Barbados
same
and everything
rights.
anti-LGBT slap me in your face,
Yep.
but we're
Right,
not
yeah.
serious indecency.
And that's a problem
All
for a lot
kinds
of
of
major
things.
international countries because they can't send their managers and their supervisors here if they're married, and then when they lie here, they don't got the same rights, and they're bringing a family.
That or they're just put in danger in period.
Well, I don't think Barbados is extremely dangerous when it comes to the LGBT community, but that's my experience with it. Obviously, that's
Okay.
not
As
everyone's
a,
experience.
and we in.
We're not being attacking.
No, I don't. There's not. I'm not minimizing your
Yes.
experience as a lesbian, queer, whatever,
Not queer, just
a lesbian woman.
Yes, yes.
But women don't usually get attacked to the magnitude of gay men.
Right, that's what I said. My experience. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
My experience.
So
And I
that's.
also, I'm very centralized. I don't really like go and be very flamboyant. So
And
my
you
experience is very
you live
different.
with
And
yourself
hospitals.
and you
Right.
drive.
Yeah, and
You
I
don't take
pass.
public transport. That's a very
Very big
feasible thing for people to get bullied,
Mhm.
attacked, whatever. And you don't go into town where like all the idiots is be
Yeah, anytime you want to rent home, it's the in and out. I don't rent.
Exactly.
And not often.
So
And then plus not to mention with where she currently resides, it's not really like a place where people really
it's not
come out.
popular.
Yeah.
In
Like let me say like
Yeah, because my
in your
drive,
area.
my gap look like a driveway.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's the only way you get in there that you're right. It's so much apartment complex.
Because like for example where Raven's residence is more like a in town, so there's a lot
thing
of
is the ghetto,
characters.
says the ghetto living
A
ghetto.
lot of characters, yeah, basically. the
So I live
ghetto.
between so much wars and so much gangs is
Yeah.
let me not call.
But do you give a fuck?
No, because that's what they define my bitchiness. That's what they define me as a bad bitch.
Long
Right.
time
But,
ago.
and
Nobody
it goes
gonna
back
fuck
to
with
the
me,
same
that's
thing
the
what the government
rage.
is trying to do. Whereas I am heavily isolated and you just don't give a fuck. A lot of those international businesses, the employees want to still have the benefit that when they come up with a partner, the whole hands they're doing
Yeah.
abuse. So she's really, as much as you're saying, and she didn't communicate with the local entities, ain't really for we, you know. We can benefit from it, but it's not really for us. She's
How?
thinking long term.
Even thinking long term, there's still the legislation that went into play, the employment bill, which still does not cover transgender women. Gay men, bisexual men, lesbians are completely covered from harassment in the workplace. You can be flamboyantly gay and walk in and say yes,
Oh, so if I come on at work, I could.
yes.
Also,
They can't fire you because you're a lesbian. But if I go as a trans woman and apply for a job, they're gonna tell me outright no. Or even if I think I go in there and they say, okay, well we're gonna employ you, they're gonna refer to me as he. They're gonna say, well, if we hire you, you'll have to come in here male attire because your gender marker still says male, not been changed. Again, legislation. And you may still be harassed by an employee or two calling you.
But unless the HR and the policies of that company is separate,
true.
you don't have a ground.
And I don't think
And
most
this-
companies do.
They still need time. Now
A lot of
it is
companies
in
have
place.
some
They still need to work.
generic wording.
They still
Yeah.
need to work and train the staff to be updated to the
Yeah.
new bill that is
And
there.
when you think
Which
about
is
that,
not
now if
much
they
people
go
know.
ahead doing that, the staff could easily say, well, it's illegal in Barbados. I don't have to sit down through this training.
No, that's the point a lot of people don't think about.
Because that's like you forcing me to go and sit down in a Christian workshop. Why you go sit down in a Christian
And I'm not
workshop?
Christian.
Exactly.
I may be atheist, I may be agnostic, I may be Catholic,
Spiritual, Buddhist,
something
whatever it is.
other than
Right, you
Christian.
can.
So that is
it's
the
a
point
funny
that
thing.
people also
A
do
lot
not
of
think
employees could
about.
opt out and they can have a right to opt out of gender neutral training.
So yeah,
There's always a loophole somewhere.
who does the same sex union benefit? Do you think it benefits the community? Do you think you still want the same marriage equality that other heterosexual, non-LGBT, cisgender people
I
have?
feel they will still
Yeah,
want.
definitely
I
let
think
us
that
know
was
what
so
you guys
hard.
think.
Yeah.
Not everyone, because I do know that there are people in the LGBTQ community that don't believe in marriage, and that's
Yeah.
their right.
Yeah, to
But
be sure.
let us know what you think if you believe in marriage, if you want the same benefits of the heterosexual community,
What do you
and if
think
we're talking
about-
about changing the marriage law, should we also make it easier for persons who are polyamorous or stuff like that? Like, let us know what you think, and yeah.
Also, I wonder if it's just, like you said, a ploy for international reasons.
It is.
It is, but again, does it
benefit.
adequately benefit us.
That's the question.
So yeah, let us know what you think, guys. And we've seen some of you in our off period. We've seen the comments.
Oh,
we've
yes.
engaged some of you with masks and 6 feet distance. Hi, girl. But
Sanitize.
yeah.
Shit.
Yeah, thanks for sticking with us. Thanks for giving us the comments, the feedback, saying hi in person. So
It's always appreciated.
yes, we'll see you on the next video episode.
See you guys in 6 months.
No. Ring the bell.
It's really.
Yes, ring the bell, subscribe, notify.
Yes. Subscribe, ring the bell.
Comment,
Right, that.
share,
Yes.
subscribe. You done?
Bye.